What's going on? We are back, the anonymous coverage with the winner, Nina. How are you doing? How does it feel?
It feels good. It feels amazing. It feels surreal, but I'm just so glad that now everybody knows and y'all know what I'm about. It just, I mean, I knew I was going to win. Like, I knew the game was tailor made for me. The aspects, the concept, once it came to me, I was like, how can I lose this thing? So it's just good that you guys now also get to see that.
Oh yeah, no. We definitely recognize the game that was played. It was top tier. I definitely you've earned the respect of both myself and Lauren and the entire reality game show community.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, 100% masterful. We were talking about it every week. We were like, Nina is doing phenomenal. We thought you were going to get sniped. We
Oh,
never
really?
thought you were going to get to the end. We would have thought people would have wised up to you.
Nah, they don't know. And that's the thing. It's all about perception, right? That's something I take from my experience. Perception is reality. And if I can allow people to perceive me as maybe a little strategic, a little sneaky, but nothing that you need to worry about, then that's going to work.
Yeah, and the thing that we noticed, and I think the show did a really good job of illustrating, is that like it's not necessarily what you're saying, the words that are coming out of your mouth. It's how you're approaching people and the tone that you use. How have you become like? Is that like ingrained in your DNA, or tell me about that? How do you accomplish that?
Yeah, no, I'm naturally like that. I'm not really a horoscope person, but I'm a Gemini, so I'm adaptable. But no, I can get along with everyone. Not everyone can get along. It's just natural to me where I can understand and feed off the energy of other people. I know when I'm talking to a certain player that if I approach them in a fun, goofy way, they're going to be perceptive of that. If I do that with somebody who's more strategic and serious, they're going to be like, you're not taking this serious. What are we doing here? And just like you said, there's a lot of seeds I planted because I have a green thumb. I knew they were going to grow because of the way that I approached it with each of those people. I don't know how you feel about this, but just so you know, or I'm going out on a limb here, so don't screw me. Or, girl, did you hear? It's all depending on who you're talking about. And that's why you see other people tried to do it, but it fell flat or it kind of blew up. You got to have that balance and know who you're talking to.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, you're a natural at it, and to watch it on the show was just amazing. We did have a couple of questions. One of my personal ones was during the process of the game, there were a bunch of eliminations. Which one do you think was the most important for you to put you in the position to eventually be the winner?
The most important, I would have said now, seeing it myself, was actually Xavier because he knew about my past. He was a very strong player. But in all honesty, I didn't really care who was still there and who wasn't. I knew no matter what, I was going to do everything I could to make it to the next day. If I get too hung up on who's there and who isn't, I'm going to miss out on opportunities. And that's something I never wanted to cloud my judgment. But probably didn't hurt that some of them left when they did.
Let's talk about the past real quick because it is brought up to your face actually in the more recent episodes about, you know, Mother could have been on Survivor potentially. And how do you play that off? Because it's getting asked directly to you, not behind your back where people are bringing it up amongst each other, but it's directly to your face.
Here I am walking through the domain day after day thinking no one knows anything, and now all of them apparently do. No, it was very shocking. One thing I will say is I'm so glad I studied a little bit about body language before going out there because I was lucky enough that I was thinking, honestly, I'm impressed with myself watching it because instead of like a deer in headlights, like, oh no, oh my God, I went like this, which kind of causes more confusion. And then, mind you, I enjoy many artists. There's not many I go looking for. So to throw that little tidbit out there, I actually had somebody tell me, like, I only watch Survivor because Billie Eilish said it. I was like, like it just came out naturally. And I think it was very effective, obviously. But no, I really thank my eyebrows thank the muscles in my forehead for being so strong, because without them, I would have gotten caught.
Oh, 100%. Like whenever you portray that you are confused or whatever, it triggers a reaction from the person that you're talking with to instinctively want to help you rather than be opposed to you. And that's phenomenal gameplay. I appreciate that you understand that. That's awesome.
And
yes.
sorry, if
no, keep going.
One little tidbit that I learned is when I got confronted about being fire, I actually went like that. Mm-hmm. And the second I did it, my stomach turned and I was like, no, you didn't just do that. So I think that also played into my reaction changing, because I learned, thank God.
No, I need to watch it back to see how many times that you've done it now, because I'm sure it's illustrated. One of the other questions that I had, because like that final face off was so dramatic. Like Marcel made the decision as to who goes when. How important were those decisions, and how would you have done it had you been in that position?
It was the most important. I actually had a discussion with him about a day or two before, just hypotheticals, throwing them out there. And I said I would go third, which is funny because then he allowed me to, which I'm cool here.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. The pressure, I don't know.
I have energy, sorry.
And let's be real, I don't care. So I found, knowing myself, I did not want to go first. I did not want to go last. I wanted to have as many options as possible. If I'm third, I can steal a box from two different people while having the time to actually watch them and see how they're reacting, along with whoever's last. And there would be only one chance for somebody to steal from me. And that would also allow more time, more pressure to build up for that person. If I was Marcel, I would never have gone last. That's just personal for me because I know how I am and I need time. I really thrive with pressure, but I also know when I need to open the lid a little bit. And if I'm fourth, I don't have that chance. If I'm third, I do. I also know for me, being third, if I did not get that winning box, I would be okay because I had every opportunity to do so. It wouldn't have felt good, but I know that all the options were in front of me. I had every which way to go. But if I was first and my hands are tied, there's nothing. You either get it or you don't, and hopefully somebody steals, So I knew I wanted to be third.
That's incredible that you still were able to get exactly what you wanted, and you weren't even the one giving out who was in what order. I love it. So I want to hear from you. How does it feel watching everything that happens in the show, all of it play out? Because I mean, you're out there, you're living it, but then you're watching it back and seeing everything unfold. What was the most surprising thing to you, and what were you the most proud of to look back on and watch?
Most surprising was not only figuring out who was, or not figuring out because we got to know then, but seeing the process Robot went through as they were getting choosing to put me at risk, but watching how no one else cared. They're like, Nina, Switzerland. Who's putting Nina up? Why would they do that? Oh my goodness. And I'm like, yes, thank you. Thank you. Because you're there in the moment. And I'm on the pup looking around like, I'm not going home. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not. I know I'm not. Obviously I didn't, but to watch it and be like, see, there was just something in the air that told me. That was the most shocking. And then you said the most satisfying?
Yep.
The most satisfying was watching the challenges. And also watching, as I planted my seeds, how they grew and how effective it was, because you never fully know, you have little conversations, or maybe you didn't get to check in with that person, but to see how they flourished into a beautiful garden was very satisfying.
And I love the way that you put that. I think we're almost out of time here right now, but I got one more question for you. The crown. Are you coming for the crown?
Oh, baby, I already got it. This is like, Nina is here. Nina has her own crown. This is like a saga. Like, yeah, there's an origin story, right? Mm-hmm. But there's also little side quests. There's also franchises that can become their own. Nina is forging her own legacy. It started, somewhere else, which is really appreciated and obviously wouldn't be here without it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Nina's getting her own crown.
I love that. It.
Nina, thank you so much for joining us. And also congratulations yet again. It was phenomenal to watch. Adrian and myself really enjoyed seeing it all play out this season.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.